and my mic was muted. So, hello everyone, welcome to Scars. I'm really sorry about that minor inconvenience. I'll go over what I said right after. Right now, we're just following Weir's lap of Florida Motor Speedway and crossing the line 32.0. Doesn't seem too bad, although I don't know the times very like and I don't know them very well, but we'll see. I do know that Kenichi did some bit of practice. So while Turtle is doing his lap, I was saying that I was sorry for last week. Wasn't able to stream, so no video footage of round 3. But I can tell you that Kenichi won the race, reducing the gap between Eiko and himself to only 3 points. And Eiko isn't there today because of attendance, so yeah, we'll see. Speaking of Eiko, his teammate does 31.7, pretty good lap. And next in line was Radapado. Don't hesitate if you're new to ask questions in the chat. We will be opening a TikTok soon, so you could, where you could witness some of the best moments we had during the race. Some clips, rather completely obliterating Turtle's time with a 31.1. Really, really good from Rada, and I think that's Kenichi running here. She second in the championship now. Might be leader next time. Out of the last corner, here goes Kenichi, the creator of this track. By the way, Kenichi made this track. So, because if you don't know, Race League is a game where you only race on user-created then shared tracks. So Kenichi with a 30.8. Orange coming there, I do believe it is the distributor in his Metallicus scheme. So for those who don't know, so I made this the distributor made his debut, I think, in round 2, and has this paint scheme since round 3, but obviously there was no stream at round 3. So you won't first time we see it with this paint scheme made by Kenichi, and that's a really good one. I really like it. One of the best albums of Metallica in my opinion. 31.8, not bad. So then we have Ore. Let me see who's up next. Okay, so Ore is there. And should be the last in the quali. Ore might be Kenichi's only competition today with Rada. Rada being pretty good at tire saving, but we do have a pretty close mid pack with Turtle and Distributor, and Ore goes between those two packs with a 31.5. And we're gonna be rehosting as always, so remember, I'll leave you with the trailer, and we're going back for the first stint. See you there. Points are attributed during the first stint, and then for the second stint, there's another point system attributed with a lot bigger points in the second stint. So this is the one you want to win. But stint one is also pretty important because, like I said, still points, still 10 points for the winner that can play a difference in a season. As we have a race director giving the grid order, because for the new ones here, so one pace lap behind the pace car, so the drivers line up to the right positions. Then the pace car goes in the pits, and the race is on. So rolling start here, and the pace car goes out every time there's a yellow thrown, which is thrown by the race director, whether he needs it, whether it finds it necessary. The usual pit box check to be sure everyone has different pit box, because we are trying to avoid any glitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone seems there and at a different pit box. Wonderful. driver lining up. So you will witness the pace car will go in front. Because if you don't know, Race League has, when you create the tracks, you're forced to put 20 grid spots. And so the race starts after a 60 seconds cooldown, and it's standing start. So if you did quali first, this is the order of the quali, but since we switch lobbies every time to avoid bugs, rolling start is far better. Pace car going front, so it should be Kiichi, then Rada, then Ore, then Turtle, then the distributor, then Weon. Perfect, we have the right order. So we're gonna follow the start from Weo's perspective, since we can see the whole pack with that position. So pace car is in, getting ready to race. And we are racing here at Florida Motor Speedway. Good start by everyone, no one's left behind. Kinichi already taking a bit of a margin with Rada, already trying to squeeze in the inside, can't do quite much. We are with a far better run at the corner than the distributor, but the distributor has the speed. From the slipstream, inside for Wheel, outside for the distributor. And Wheel goes behind again. Let's follow the front pack. We have Rada, Kinichi and Ore pretty close to one another. Rada with the run on the inside, Kinichi still holding it on the outside. Ore seeing the gap there, not going for it, doesn't think to go spec savers this time. And Ore with the move on the outside, trying to pass the two teammates, but it seems quite hard behind. It's kinda cold behind. So we have Turtle with the move, with a move on Ore on the inside. Ore will inevitably get a better run down the outside, but Turtle with the inside line will take the slipstream. Turtle moves in front into the podium places. And Ore with the slipstream here, catching up to Turtle, as we see that Kinichi and Rada are pulling away a bit. As we can see Turtle on the inside after Rada made that move on Kinichi. But Turtle quite misses the exit, so Ore sees the opportunity to get in front, as we can see that the distributor and we are pretty far back now. Really close up front. Side by side into the last corner, there you go. Oh, Kinichi almost loses it, so Ore will have a far better run here. But rather, Kinichi's teammate is giving the slipstream to the number 4. Rada overshooting the corner a bit. So Rada and Kenichi battling each other, but behind we also have Turtle and Ori battling each other. As we can see that Wio and the distributor are pretty far back now. Rada battle maybe on the move there. The Ori and Turtle still side by side. Oh my god, this battle seems insane. As we can see, Kenichi losing quite some speed there because of that wall contact. So he's now relegated 4th place, battling with Turtle for 3rd place, and he gets it. But now Rada is in the lead, a quite comfortable lead. So now lap 12 out of 36, remember 35 plus 1 for the pace lap. So lap 12 out of 36. Tires are starting to get pretty worn out. Remember, it's not the fastest track of the calendar, but it's still it's not far from being the slowest. So tires inevitably wore out. Kenichi already back into the lead. As I think we have the distributor in the pits because of damage. Yep. His wheel is completely dismantled. No caution. Maybe because he could reach the pits under its own power. Kenichi going into the pits. After that wall contact, he has some aerodynamics problems. So we see Rada, Ori and Turtle battling. As we know, Rada really conservative with the tires, so maybe he will be far much better in terms of pit stop. Rada with a big slide there, not good for the tires. The tire whisperer is not good. So we have Turtle here going into the pits for tire change. So we now have Moham and Rada fighting for position on the track, as Wio is overtaking Turtle because it still hasn't stopped. And Rada is pulling into the pits. That slide must have hurt his tires. But now we have Ori still going. With a bit of a dent on his hood. Let's see where Kenichi exists. Will he exit in front? That's the question. The distributor now 1 lap down. As we can see, Rada is going out of the pits. Rada just now freed from the pit limiter. And he exits quite far, right in front of Turtle. Kenichi made the undercut work. So now Kenichi with the virtual lead and comfortable one. As Ore is still not stopping. He's going on lap 18 out of 36. He will try and do the race in the one stop. If he does the race on the one, start the race, the stint, but if he does the stints in the one stop, that's insane tire conservation here. And yep, he's pulling into the pits. One stop for the whole race. That's his strategy. So I think Kenichi will get in front, will be in front inevitably, but he will have to stop once more while Ore won't. Ore is pulling into the pits. Okay, now pit stop done for Ore. As you can see, Kenichi is right there. Turtle and Rada are also right there. Fresh tires for Ore. And he exits right behind Turtle. So he has a pretty good shot at the win. Pretty good shot at the win from Ore. That's for the 72. Going as fast as he possibly can to try and catch up. If there is a caution, he will be lucky dog. Oh, getting overshot in the corner, stops the car before the wall. Mostly single file racing for now. Ore going really chill now, not wanting to hurt the tires. Oh, rather contact with the wall will make him lose some speed. Still has a bit of Kenichi slipstream saving him from Turtle's attacks. As well now, on lap 22 out of 26, we're far after the mid-race. Already being really far now, really not hurting the tires. Kenichi on a mission, completely melting down his tires, I think, to try and get the more space with Ore to pit and still exit in front of him. With really precise lines. As we still have Turtle and Rada fighting one another. We are in a bit of a no man's land. The distributor holding to Ore to try and get some speed, to try and catch up Wio at least. So now Turtle with the inside line on Rada. Almost side by side, but that will be Rada that wins the corner with a defense on the outside. Well played, but Turtle hasn't said his last word. He's now going for the inside again. Rada kinda closing the door. And now Turtle closer than ever with the slipstream going for the outside line here. Now Turtle with the move again, this time on the straight. Can he make it? Can he make it? Kenichi's in the pits. Kenichi's in the pits. Rada hits the wall. No damage to his wheel, but still some pretty hard hit. If Kenichi is in the pits, that means Cyril and Rada will be going soon. And yep, Rada's pulling into the pits. Rada is pulling into the pits. So Kenichi just exiting. Where is Wio? Wio is just out of the last corner. Rada just entering his pit box. Tires are changed. Kenichi passing by on the start-finish straight. Astero is still not stopping. And Terrell already called up to the distributor to take another lap from him. Now we're in the more calm part of the race. Hopefully we'll get a bit more dynamic towards the end. Oh, and I completely crashed, so we'll have a blackout for the race. That's a shame. I don't think I will rejoin too, because there's not many laps left. I don't want to bug the lobby for everyone. I'm deeply sorry about it. Wasn't planned. So what I will do is I will put you the trailer and get back when I have some footage. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. So I'm deeply sorry for the inconvenience. We had a crash. But it's okay because everyone's there. So you had the results posted by Mendev in the chat. So Stins 1, Ore 1, Kinichi 2nd, Arada 3rd, Terrell 4th, Wio 5th, and the distributor 6th. But now we have Koshi joining for stint 2, so since he wasn't here on stint 1, he will start dead last, trying to catch up and get as many points as possible, as the distributor is leaving and joining back. We're waiting for him to put his car into the pit box so we can see if he has the same pit box as anyone. And no! So the race will be going on. Now we're just waiting for the host to go to the race, and we will be racing. As I now have the lap count down there, so it's all good. Ori needs to go in front. There he is. And Koshi's in dead last. So pace car is in the pits. Now we just need to wait until the start finish line and we'll be racing. We'll be following from Koshi's perspective. Because without disrespecting the other drivers, I think he will take some places at the start. Because, you know, he's one of the championship contenders. I mean, everyone at this point can win the championship, but he has quite an advantage over some of them. And there we go. Already passing Wio. Instantly taking the slipstream. Oh! The distributor kind of cutting the line here. Distributor seems to not be in control of his car right now. Pretty bad hit. Kinichi instantly getting the position from Ore. Arada on the inside of Ore at the same point. Can he make it stick? Better run out of the corner. We'll take Kinichi's slipstream there. And Rada moves in front. Earl going into the gap as well. Pretty smart from Turtle. As you can see, Koshi already gaining places after places, side by side with Ore. Braking later. Oh, losing the car a bit. Hits the wall, no wheel damage, but yet costly enough. Loses a lot of time in that car. It's not in good shape. I mean, aerodynamics are not that important of this car, but he's definitely feeling it. Now it's single file racing. As we have kind of the same scenario as first scene going on right now. Left side of the 37, the top 4 is the same. Once the distributor is already into the pits. Don't know what's happening, probably radiator damage. Since his wheel seems to be in good shape. So now Koshi right in the back of Ore, taking the slipstream and diving down the inside here, last corner. Taking the slipstream of the cars in front to get a better run. He does. Now moves in front, chasing Terrell down. And by the outside, wonderful move by Koshi, extra speed, and goes by the outside. The distributor exiting the pits will soon be a lap down. Lap 7 out of 37, 36 plus 1, remember. Going to lap back, 30 laps to go in this race. Koshi trying to catch up to Rada and Kenichi, but they have the slipstream from the distributor, as we have Ore and Turl really close to one another with very different lines in this corner. Turtle almost spinning. As we can see, Kenichi hit the wall a bit, losing his front bumper. Oh, the distributor completely crashing! So that seems to be a caution. Yep, Koshi getting ready to go into the pits. In fact, everyone is going to the pits. The distributor with a pretty nasty crash here. distributor unlapping himself because he has the right to do so. And so lap 12 out of 37, hopefully we'll be restarting for lap 13 out of 37, but that's not sure. Depends on how fast the distributor can do the lap without crashing his car, because that would be kinda embarrassing. So we'll be restarting for lap 14 out of 37. I'm sorry, I lied. The distributor just got there, and the rule says that the unlapping car needs to be there before the last corner. And here the pit entry is at the last corner, so the pace car needs to go into the pits to restart. So the pace car is now in the pits. One's getting ready to restart. As soon as the leader crosses the line, it's on. Quite a good start from the distributor, overtaking Rio, going side by side with Rada and Turtle. Oh, Turtle, kind of losing it a bit. The distributor now 5th. Kinichi and Koshi in front. We on the distributor side by side. Turtle dead last for now. Quite kind of a. I mean, that's hell of a run. That's not kind of. That's hell of a run out of turn 4. Jesus Christ. Because we have the front trio being really close to one another. We have the bottom 4. Ooh, the distributor kind of losing the car. Now being relegated to last place. Whereas Koshi is trying to get the first place by the outside line. Kinda succeeds. But Kinichi is still there. Hasn't said his last word. Kinichi backing off a bit, not risking it. Ore going into a mouse hole to get that first place, that second, third place, and now the second place. What a move by Ore, as we have Rada down around the outside of Koshi, taking the place, as we can see Turtle as Gawio there, and Koshi trying everything to get the slipstream, but Rada was there before. Now Kraken chasing down Ore. Oh, Kinichi slide contact with the wall. Koshi going back to second place. Lap 18 out of 37. And now there's no slipstream to help Kinichi. Koshi goes down the inside. Oh, slides a bit. Touch the curb. Those curbs are deadly here. But without them it will be even deadlier because it will be just grass. Koshi and Kenichi side by side here. Oh, Kenichi's in the wall. Oh, and Koshi has broken a wheel. I don't know if it is a caution, but it better be for Koshi. And we still had the caution overlay, but we do need it. But that's the caution. Koshi getting the car back into the pits under its own power. Will inevitably take some time, but he will do so and not lose a lap. Cracked Yoshi out of the pits. He's called now leading the pack. Wheel actually in the lead. Don't know if he hit it, but Wheel is in the lead. And now I believe everyone will try to not stop for the rest of the race. Everyone going behind the pace car. So right now Rada might have a good option on the win, or A2, because like even if everyone can make it without stopping anymore, I think Ori will have the advantage towards the end because his tires might be in better shape considering stint 1. We'll see. Right now we're just waiting for the pace car to go into the pits. Itchy warming up the tires. Pace car going into the pits. Drivers are going to go double file and get ready to restart. And we are racing again. As we can see, everyone is trying to get some places. We are already dropping 3 places. Rada taking the lead. Kenichi overtaking both Ore and Wio. And now side by side with Rada down the back straight. As they're still side by side, very well held by the two. We are following them behind Ore, Koshi. Kinda struggling to make up places for now. Oh, Kinichi hits the wall a bit, loses a bit of speed. And Ore is there. 3 wide entering turn 1. No! Ore backs off a bit. That allows Wio to go into the inside. Double fire racing, boys! Crack at Yoshi, making up places. Now in front of Terrell. Now in front of Wio. Trying to get in front of Ore, maybe in this corner. But it's... Nah, it will be too difficult. They are still side by side. Lap 28 out of 37, that's only 10 laps to go. So Koshi now in front of Ore. We are going to the pits. Is there a particular reason? We still have the caution overlay. I'm sorry about it. Oh, that's the tires didn't pit in the caution, right? I forgot. So we are with dead tires now. You can see Kinichi and Rada side by side here. Rada with the inside line, Kinichi with the outside line. Kinichi hits the wall, loses some speed, tries to block Ore, can't succeed. Yeah, he has a bit of aero deficit with those damage. So now the battle for the lead, or at least for now, is between two men, Rada and Koshi. And right now that's Koshi getting the upper hand, but Kinichi is catching up there. With the distributor being a bit further away, but not that far. Terrell being really far away. I think he had some issues. Had to pit maybe because of a crash. So now we have Cracked Yoshi, Kinichi, and Radas almost side by side. Yeah, 3 wide entering turn 1, 3 wide in turn 1. That's insane. Really good racing they are giving us. Yep, that's the last stint. They know they don't have to protect the tires. They're just going all in. Lap 31 out of 37 going into 32. Racket Yoshi still trying to get that lead, but Kinichi with a bit of extra speed. So now Kinichi is in the lead, but Racket Yoshi with a far better run on the outside. Can he keep more speed? Yes, he can. Actually, he has way more speed than Kinichi, but Rada also has a lot of speed. See the battle there. We are right in front. We'll give the slipstream to the leaders. It's the distributor in the no man's land. We're going back to the lead battle. Kinichi hitting the wall again. He's struggling out of that corner because of the damage, I think. Rada gaining the second place, now chasing Koshi, but he can't take the slipstream because Kinichi is already there. Meanwhile, always fully boxed, there's nothing he can do. Lap 34 out of 37, going to 35, only 3 laps to go here. Right now, 3 laps to go, Koshi chasing down Wio to try and get the slipstream that could save him. That slipstream could save him. Kinichi, the clock is ticking. Kinichi does not have a lot of time left to try and do his move because soon Koshi too will have the slipstream. Kinichi being really close there. Oh, Koshi kinda touching the grass. So now Kinichi will be on the move. Koshi closing the door on a really aggressive Rada there. and still maintaining the lead. Now Koshi has the slipstream. It's kind of over. Tires are beginning to be really worn out, I think. Drivers must be very careful with them. Left 36 out of 37. White flag, boys. White flag. White flag right now. Kenichi on the inside of Cracked Yoshi. Overshooting the corner a bit. Koshi with the switchback. Kenichi got an insane run there. Cracked Yoshi is still in front. And Cracked Yoshi will take the win here at Florida Motor Speedway. Cracked Yoshi is our winner. Kenichi second, Ore will be third, Rada fourth, the distributor finishing fifth, Turtle finishing sixth, and Wio will finish seventh, almost a lap down, sadly. That was a really good race. That's a really good race. So Koshi taking his first win of the season, I think. That's gonna help him get back into the championship because he was 20 points down. We're gonna go with the interviews now. So I'm gonna go to the streaming room. No. Let's reply Koshi. We have the winner being ready to be interviewed. Hello, Koshi.
Hello.
So first win of the season, second win in scores. Came sooner than last season. So even if you miss 10-1, that's gonna help you stay in the battle for the championship. Kenichi obviously getting a huge lead to Echo on that race, but you too, since Echo wasn't there, how are you feeling?
I am exalted. This win at the last lap, this is all because of Wio. This win was because of Wio there at the end. If he didn't slow down and help me out, I would not have gotten this win at all, and it would have been Kenichi's all for the taking.
Yeah, on the stream I was saying it that yeah, Kenichi was racing against the clock because like in 2 laps we all would have been there. You would have slipstream, so there was no move possible. He kind of overshot the corner trying to do a move, desperate at the end, but you got in with the switchback and held it to the end. But how were your tires at the end? Because like I know some drivers could do 18 laps easy with not with a single set of tires, but you were pushing like hell there. So how were your tires?
My tires were actually good. They were fine. The cautions helped me out though a lot. But at the end I had 35 tires, 35% tires. So yeah.
35%.
Fine.
That's kind of good because Kenichi at the end was sliding quite a bit, maybe because of the damages and the tire wear. At the beginning of the race, we saw you were hitting the curb a lot. You might have been scared at the beginning when you almost lost the car into the wall. But
Yeah. So the reason for me hitting the wall and getting loose is because I rushed my setup. I just took I took Florida or Tampa's setup, and that is a very loose setup. But I was like, this track is, from my knowledge, from like I remember, is very similar. So I was like, you know what? Let's put it on. It's the best one I have and the best one I can figure out right now. So let's put it on. With how the track is, not a good idea. So next time I will learn from my mistakes and try out a lot more stuff. So I'm sure.
yeah, that's. I mean, you were kind of in the rush too because you missed in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's understandable. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
No, not really.
Okay, thank you, Koshi. And now we're gonna have Ore over. Ore! Oh, he's muted. Ore!
Yeah, hello.
So,
Hello, hello.
uh, first place in Stint 1, podium in Stint 2. How are you feeling? You must be pretty happy now.
Yeah, finally it sticks. I have had some bad races up to this point. So yeah, this is very good for me.
That's very good for you. I can believe it. But during the second stint, you couldn't do the same strategy as stint one because, like, obviously the quotients. But you had quite some good battle.
Yeah.
Why were you not trying to get in the move at chilling at the end?
Um. Oh, I was most likely I was like looking at how the other drove to like see how will I overtake them in the last laps. It didn't quite work out, uh, but it worked for overtaking Ratapata
Mm,
at least.
yeah. So I I think you're going to get back in the mid pack fight for the championship right now. I mean, you're kind of getting good points there. Like, gave you kind of good points, so you caught up to Koshi a bit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, definitely interested to see what's gonna happen in the next races, knowing the next one is Montreal, and you kind of like road course.
Oh, I like that one. It will be a
Yeah,
fun race.
yeah. The,
Some tough competition, but think I can get some good
if
points.
if we can get everyone for the next race, then we'll mean 12 people in the streets of Montreal.
Oh, that will be fun.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Hope they enjoyed the race.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ore. Next one. Let me see the reactions because I need to see. So the next one is Rada because I'm getting priority to the finishing order. So
Oh
Rada,
shit.
yeah, it's your turn.
You
Uh,
almost got me saying something not good about French. About the French.
oh, yeah. So it's 50 points penalty for Rada Pato.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Uh, but so what happened there? Like, fourth place at the end. Kind of good pace throughout the day, but you were not the tire whisperer this race. Can you how are you feeling about the race? Explain your what you did.
I should have gone to one stopper at stint one. I think I could have pulled it. I was too cautious. But
Mm,
I think I could have pulled it if I pitted like 1 or 2 laps later.
mm, yeah, but you see, you didn't. But next stint, stint two, you had two cautions, and you were actually having a really good pace. Throughout the race, battling for the lead, but at the end it's only fourth place. What happened there?
I mean, it is what happens at stock car races. Like, you might be on the lead, but the next lap you might be fifth. It just, there is a lot of position changes. And if you do one mistake, then you're going to fall some places. And that I think is what happened to me. My last 2 laps weren't good, and I failed from basically I don't know first, second to fourth.
Mm, yeah, that's a shame. But still, next race is Montreal. You were the winner last season,
Yeah,
and if we can get everyone, that will meet 12 drivers in the streets of Montreal. How are you feeling about
I'm
that?
scared. I'm scared about that. I think it's gonna be really dangerous. But you know what? Let's do it.
Nice. Do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Not really.
Thank you. And so the last one is the distributor. So, welcome in the commentators room for the first time, I think.
Yes, it's first time for me.
Yeah. So interviews, a difficult first stint, a pretty nasty crash in the stint two, but still, at the end of the day, it's P5. How are you feeling about your race?
I feel like I had like really strong car considering previous practice events and the last race. I definitely had some good midfield performance, but I just couldn't keep the car out of the wall today.
Yeah, you were kind of overshooting the corners, especially in stint one. But you had quite some fierce battle with Wio. At some point, we saw you pitting really early, but with no damage on the wheels. Was it radiator damage?
Yes, stint 2, that early pit, I had radiator damage from tapping the back of Wio.
Okay, so that's why. So that explains it all because your car was not smoking, so I wasn't sure. But anyways, so this race is maybe not the best, but definitely not the worst. I mean, that could have been a way worse. Like it's still a better result than last time at Arizona. But
Yes, definitely better than Arizona.
yeah, and next race is Montreal, the first road of the 2 road course in the season. And if we can get everyone, that will mean 12 people in the streets of Montreal. So how are you feeling?
Oh man, so I have yet to actually drive the stock car on a road course. I've only driven it on ovals, so that's going to be definitely a new experience for me. Uh, it could go really badly or it could go really good.
I hope you're gonna get some practice because last season we had a good race around Montreal, but it was hard to keep the car out of the wall because of this. Obviously, it's a street track, so you'll see. But right now, do you have anything to say to the chat before I move you back?
Um, well, just regarding the big flip I had in stint 2, I know there's probably some questions about that, what the cause of it was, because it's a relatively easy section of the track. Simple answer to that, I wasn't looking where I was going. I was making sure I was out of the way of the drivers behind, because I knew that I was lap traffic there. And the wall just kind of creeped up on me.
That happens. Yeah, that's definitely something you don't want to happen, especially during a stock car race, because I mean you
Yeah.
almost collected a runner there.
Yeah.
But anyways, more fear than harm. Thank you for coming, the distributor. And so now, I will just wish you a good end of the day, and ask you to tune in for the next race, because next race is going to be Montreal, and Montreal being the first of 2 road courses. So that will be next week, same time, same day. Until then, take care of yourself. See y'all.